Hello everyone, I'm Jim Longworth. Welcome to another edition of Forsyth County Connections, coming to you from the studios of Cable 2, the Winston-Salem Forsyth County School System. We appreciate their hospitality and having us, as always. We have a lot to cover here in this half hour, everything from summer jobs that'll be available to all sorts of fun things to talk about and some serious topics as well. Where we want to start is a first-time visitor to the show. Kimberly Gressley is a County Extension Director for Forsyth County, and we're so glad you could be with us. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
What is this wellness produce box? You emailed me one day and said, I want you to know about the wellness produce box. What is that?
So it's a new program for North Carolina Cooperative Extension in the Forsyth County office. It was an idea that I had that would integrate our farmers and community members into an educational forum where they would learn about nutritious foods and hydration, exercise. We're partnering with a number of different agencies and organizations in the county. And
to get it off the ground, I think you told me that you got an ARPA grant or something.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Well, I was asked to consider writing for an ARPA grant for something that might address childhood obesity. And so as I started thinking about that and about programs that I've known of in the past, in my past life as a 4-H youth and family development agent with another university, I started thinking about what would be an unusual and wonderful and needed program. And this program came into my brain. I started working on it, and we were funded for 2 years.
I think that's great. Now,
Thank
who
you.
will the target audience be for this program?
Target audience will be adult caregivers. It could be the parents, could be the grandparents, whoever's feeding the family. And they can apply to be a part of this group. We'll have 20 people in each 12-week session. We'll be having 2 12-week sessions each year of the 2 years. And we're looking at recruiting people from underserved and underrepresented neighborhoods and communities in our county.
You sort of alluded to this already, but let's talk about the benefits. What are the benefits to the caregivers, to the families, if they're selected for this program?
The benefits are huge and wonderful. They will not only get 12 weeks of educational information on a variety of topics, but they will also get a kitchen kit. You and I might have a nice kitchen knife and cutting board and immersion blenders and measuring spoons and bowls and cups.
Yeah.
But a lot of our families in the county actually don't have those things. So we will fill kitchen boxes for each of the participants because they'll have homework that they have to do at home in between the classes.
That's great.
So they need all of that. They also will have a tour to NC University's farm markets as well, and certainly they'll be getting bi-weekly produce boxes.
That's great. Now, you mentioned a second ago about farmers being involved. Give me a specific way farmers are involved.
So we know we work with a lot of farmers through Cooperative Extension. We also work with a lot of farmers through our Visit NC Farms program. And we're looking for other farmers that are going to be within the county that we can go to and purchase their goods, their produce or proteins, maybe eggs,
Right.
whatever we need in that box for those recipes that they're working on.
Right.
And we also, though, I'm working with the Assistant Director of Agriculture at NC State University. Dr. Blevins and I are creating an evaluation that we can give to our farmers to measure economic impacts from this program to those farmers.
I tell you what, this is it's a great program. I salute you for doing that and
Thank
for
you.
trying to come up with the funding, that kind of thing. Now, I think there was a number, I'm going to mention this very quickly, 703-2850. Is that a number people can call to apply, or did I get that wrong? I think that's right, 703.
That is our phone number at our Cooperative Extension office.
All right.
In addition, there will be flyers at the Government Center, our office, and local libraries.
Okay.
And people will be able to have the information to go up on a Google site and apply, and we will get this thing rocking.
Kimberly, I appreciate all you're doing. Will you come back sometime?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this.
Help emergency responders help you when you can't help yourself. Forsyth Cares. Forsyth Cares, the Community Assistance Registry for Emergency Services, allows you to register yourself or someone in your household sharing health conditions or information that might aid in your care should your home be the subject of a 911 call.
911, what's your emergency?
Operators will see critical information, medications, conditions, or in the case of a wandering child or an adult with cognitive disabilities, places they like to go, or even if they have access to a vehicle. The information is stored in a database only accessible to first responders and 911 agents. Get more information at forsyth.cc/Forsyth Cares. In the moment that your life depends on a fast response, get information to first responders that can aid in your or your loved one's care. That's forsyth.cc/Forsyth Cares.
Back now on Forsyth County Connections. Appreciate you staying with us. We still have a lot more in store, and I'm with right now a special guest that we just now met. As a matter of fact, Dan Wellman is program manager for something called Moji Coffee. I want to find out all about it. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
By way of Houston and New Jersey and all those great places, but we're glad you're here. What is Moji Coffee first?
So Moji Coffee and More is a nonprofit here in town, a local nonprofit. We present as a coffee shop, but we're so much more. We are a coffee shop that provides training and vocational development to individuals with differing abilities. We started in 2019, so we've been going for about 3.5 years now. And we provide ongoing daily job coaching to our staff with the goal of developing their skills and then launching them into the community, into other employment opportunities to really change the landscape of employment.
So you become a good referral system for other businesses that are looking for great people. I just think that's great. Where was the original location?
Our original was or is on Trade Street, 690 Trade, corner of Trade and 7th, and we're still there.
Okay.
But we do have a second location inside the Central Library on 5th Street.
Isn't that neat? In the Central Library. Now, how did that whole thing come about?
With great support from the county, actually. We had a really great first year and wanted to expand a little bit, and the county was super helpful in supporting our initial operation and getting launched. And this opportunity opened up inside the library, and we jumped for the opportunity, and it's been a journey of continued support, and it's been amazing.
That's great. Now, how many folks do you employ total?
Currently, we have 25.
Okay.
We have hired 40 individuals with differing abilities since our inception, and we've had several, 10 or 11, graduate out of the program successfully.
Okay. Now, you mentioned training a while ago, so let's go back over that for just a second. I want to learn more about it. How does the staff, exactly how do they receive the training that you're given?
That's a great question. So anytime that we have one of our entry-level staff, we call them Mojistas, Moji baristas.
Right.
Anytime we have
Mojistas, I like that.
Yeah,
That's
thank
good.
you.
Right.
I use the word so much, I have to remind myself that it's not a real word. Then I have to
Well, it
define
is now. You just said it on television, so now it'll go into the dictionary.
Perfect.
All right.
So anytime we have a Mojista on staff, we have a job coach present. And our job coaches are really well trained in a whole kind of slew of behavioral tactics to improve a person's development of a range of different skills, life skills, technical skills, communication, comprehension, those sorts of things. So our Mojistas operate our shop day to day, but they are supervised usually one-on-one, sometimes 2-to-1, with job coaches every step of the way to support them, help them find and create accommodations for themselves to make those operations work for them.
What a great thing. Any new projects or any developments coming up you want to talk about?
Yeah, thank you for asking. So this year we have expanded our operation hours at the library location. So we're now operating 6 days a week inside the library. So come and check us out there. We're also developing a career fair for late summer, early fall.
Great.
A career fair for individuals with differing abilities. And we are actually in the process of looking for businesses and corporate sponsors to join us and be presenting employers at this career fair.
I just think that's great. Just great. Is there a phone number or a website or anything people can go to if they want to learn more about this?
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone can check out our website, which is mojicoffee.org. There is the email, info@mojicoffee.org, but the best way to learn about us is just to come into our shop and experience it firsthand.
Absolutely. I just love what you're doing, Dan. You know, it's a win-win for everybody and for the county, for the folks that you're employing and training and putting them on their way to success. And I really salute you for what you're doing. I appreciate that.
I appreciate it, Jim.
All right, come back sometime, will you?
Absolutely.
And
Thanks
keep
for
us
having me.
updated on the activities that you do.
Oh, will do.
All right, Dan Wellman. We'll be right back after this.
This is what too much sounds like. This is what stress feels like. And this is what help feels like. If you've lost a job, worry about your next meal, or have trouble making it through the day, we can help. Text STRESS to 211-211 to find a solution.
We worked our whole lives to save, just to spend it on time. With these two, filling buckets of memories. This is what makes life, life. Yet how much of life are we willing to miss out on? Because even mild hearing loss doubles our risk of dementia. Yes, dementia. Good hearing health is essential to staying engaged and doing what we love. Hear well and stay vital. Get a hearing health check every year.
Back now on Forsyth County Connections, and this is going to be a discussion of a different kind because we're going to talk about tennis, and we're going to talk about tennis with an entrepreneur who has done great things in the growth of his company, so he's a role model in many ways. We're talking about Coach Pat Williams. He's the founder of something called Pat's Tennis Aces, and we welcome you to the program.
Welcome, glad to be here.
Good to see you. Now, Pat's Tennis Aces, when was that formed, and how many facilities do you manage, and give me a little background.
Sure. Started in 2017, fall of 2017 over at the Grand River Resort, and saw a need with some other facilities in the Triad area, and some approached us as well, and we've taken on, and now we're up to about six facilities at the moment.
Yeah, because some places will have a tennis court here or there, but really nothing structured, and so you were able to come in and fill that gap and really, help people.
Correct. Actually, whether it be a club where we actually able to keep that amenity going for the club, or a court that hadn't had much use and actually bring some life to it and get that facility up and running again.
Yeah, that's how my wife refers to me, has no use to it, but she's trying to bring more life to me. What kind of tennis programs do you offer at Tanglewood? Because I know folks are sitting here thinking, wait a minute, you're talking about all these things he's done great in Guilford County, but you're now managing the tennis program at Tanglewood. So tell me what kind of programs and things are offered out there.
Yes, we're excited to be at Tanglewood as well. From ages 5 on up, we offer things for our juniors, from our little big aces from 5 years old to our adults who are able to play in our local Yatkin leagues here in town as well, and also for our advanced juniors who can actually play tournaments and things of that nature.
So
and
you've got tournaments and things that are age specific. Now, does that include lessons too?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Now, do you, not to be too commercial about this, but I mean, if somebody wants to come out and have a lesson, regardless of their age, I mean, is there a fee charged for that?
Yes, so there's a fee for the lessons as well as for the clinics that we offer. And you have the flexibility of doing either. You can join a clinic with more people, 4, 6 to 8 that you can join, or you can do something individually.
Right.
And some people also like to do what we call semi-privates, where it's just you and a friend, and you're in a double partner.
Yeah, I wouldn't want anybody to see me trying to hit the ball. I'd have to do a private one there, Pat. Now, how many courts are there?
At Tanglewood, we have 10. We have 6 soft courts and 4 hard courts that we use. Yep.
Now, what is are there specific days or hours that folks can play? And again, I hate to go back to this fee thing, but now if I just want to go out and play, I'm not taking a lesson or anything. I just want to hit the ball around with a buddy or something.
Sure.
Is there a fee to get in and use the courts? Do you have to reserve the courts? How does all that work?
Sure, you can reserve the court. You can contact us at the pro shop there at 336-778.
Okay.
6260.
I'm writing it down.
Yep.
778-6267.
Yep.
Okay.
You can also reach us at www.patstennisaces.com online, and you can also do that booking online as well through
Right.
the website.
All right, so again, that's folks of all ages can come in, families can come in and
Yes.
enjoy that, and I just think that's great. When did you get started with tennis? I mean, how young were you?
I started a little bit late. I started when I was 13 and actually started coaching when I was 19.
You coached at 19.
Yes, and been coaching ever since.
Are you pretty good?
I think I'm pretty good.
Yeah, you're smiling, yeah. Yeah, all right. I don't think you could help me because that would be a superhuman feat, but no, I'm not very good at this.
Love to have you on the court.
I know, for a laugh, probably. With that. Hey, Pat, thanks for everything, and thanks for doing what you're doing out at Tanglewood and helping people with a great experience out there. And,
Yes.
and I have a feeling that this will not be your last stop because I can see by the conversation, what we were talking about off camera, that you're planning to keep going and going and going with this. It's a great success story business-wise, and I congratulate you on that.
Oh, thank you. I enjoy sharing the love. If someone shared the passion with me and I'm able to share it with others, I enjoy it.
Good man. Thanks. And again, I'll just mention, just in case, patstennisaces.com is the website, 778-6267. All right, we'll be right back after this.
Help emergency responders help you when you can't help yourself. Forsyth Cares, the Community Assistance Registry for Emergency Services, allows you to register yourself or someone in your household sharing health conditions or information that might aid in your care should your home be the subject of a 911 call.
911, what's your emergency?
Operators will see critical information, medications, conditions, or in the case of a wandering child or an adult with cognitive disabilities, places they like to go, or even if they have access to a vehicle. The information is stored in a database only accessible to first responders and 911 agents. Get more information at forsyth.cc/Forsyth Cares. In the moment that your life depends on a fast response, get information to first responders that can aid in your or your loved one's care. That's forsyth.cc/Forsyth Cares.
Back now on Forsyth County Connections, and we bring back a special guest. She was with us sometime before. Always glad to see her. Phou Martin is Office Administrator for Forsyth County's Parks and Recreation Department. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Now, let's talk about, we talked about this some before, but now we're sort of getting ready to go into it. We got in winter, but we're sort of looking ahead to summer. And let's talk about facilities and shelters again. What kind of shelters and facilities do you have that people can rent?
So we have several shelters at all of our parks. We have 9 parks, but at Triad we have 4 shelters that individuals can rent, and at our community parks it's only 1 shelter that they can rent, and we only have 1 indoor facility at Triad Park, which is Woodland Hall.
Right.
Tanglewood is their own animal. So they have several indoor facilities as well, but we have 1 indoor facility.
Now, other than the obvious indoor, outdoor, I mean, what's the big difference in an indoor facility that I want to rent? I've got a group or a organization I want to come out and have a picnic or do whatever. So you got the outdoor one, and then you got the indoor facilities. What do I get with each one? I mean,
So mainly our outdoor shelters are mainly for picnics, cookouts, and things like that. Our indoor facilities, we host more of those for weddings, family reunions, meetings, business meetings, like for different corporations or things like that.
Now, you and I talked before, there's a fee to reserve facilities, right?
It is.
Okay, so suppose, one group says, well, we just want to have a picnic in an outdoor shelter, and another group says, well, we want to do a wedding reception at an indoor facility like at Triad Park. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me what the difference is in the rental fees and whatever between an indoor and an outdoor?
So our rental fee for our indoor facility goes for Monday through Thursday, is $900 for 10 consecutive hours. Friday through Sunday is $1,200 for 10 consecutive hours. Our outdoor shelters, they can range from $120 to $180 for the weekend.
A lot more economical.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Okay. Now, how does somebody go about renting? I mean, what's the process? Bring me up to speed on the process for renting a shelter, whether you want to get a shelter or the indoor facility. What do I have to go through?
So a lot of our individuals can call us, and then we'll walk them through the process on our online reservation system. And a lot of individuals do it online through our online reservation system. So it's just basically putting your name, your information and the ideas of what you want to do, and then we'll give you guys a call back, and then we'll go from there. Send the paperwork out, you pay your fee, and then the facility is yours.
Now, what number should people call?
336-703-2500.
Okay, and that's for the ones that don't want to do it online, they can just call you.
Yes.
Now, all right, review for me something you and I talked about a long time ago, and I think it's always good to bring it up. The things you can and cannot bring with you when you're going to a county facility, a shelter or an indoor facility. Give me the rules on that.
So our outdoor shelter, you cannot have alcohol. Indoor shelter, you can have wine and beer, so that's a little different. You cannot bring sidewalk chalk, drones.
How about those bouncy things that people like? And
You can bring those, but we have to have specifics. So we have to have the certificate of insurance. We have to have the vendor of where it's coming from. So in case anything happens, the county will not be liable for that.
Okay. All right, now, Poya, let's, final thing. Suppose that I want to do a shelter, rent a shelter for next week or something. And now at what point do I need to get you the money to hold it?
Well, you can't do it next week. It has to be a 2-week reservation.
Well,
you have
I
to
say
do
I,
it,
you,
have to
you've
do
ruined
it,
my whole week
You have
now.
to do it in a 2-week time frame.
All right.
So you have to give us 2 weeks. And within that 2-week time frame, your money is due.
Okay.
So if you book today, your money is due 2 weeks from today.
All right, I got my wallet on me right
Okay.
now. Now, what's the website again? Because you told me the phone number.
Forsyth.cc/parks.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for doing this.
You're welcome.
All right, see you soon.
Okay.
We'll be right back after this.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now.
So, I keep hearing how things are getting back to normal. Really? When am I back to normal? Is this normal? Was this ever normal? Then I figured out. So much has changed. No wonder nothing feels normal. But here I am, still standing. A brand new edition of me. For some great tips on finding your new normal, visit yourlifeyourvoice.org. You look familiar.
Back now on our final segment of the half hour from Forsyth County Connections. Thanks for staying with us so far. We have a returning visitor to the show. He's been here with us several times before, always had good information for us. We bring him back. I'm with Alex Bennett, Recreation Manager for Forsyth County Parks and Recreation. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too, Jim. Thanks for having me.
You and I were talking off camera that, of course, the weather changes every minute around here, but summer's on the way. It's not that far away. Now, understand that your department is going to have some summer jobs available. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, so Forsyth County Parks and Rec is going to have some summer opportunities coming up. The one location that we have those opportunities is at Tanglewood Park.
Okay.
They're maintenance positions and then Wells Park attendant positions.
Right. So that's the main place that you're doing hiring is for the Tanglewood area, or will there be other sites that need people too?
Seasonal will be Tanglewood. We'll still have year-round positions, year-round part-time and full-time positions at our other locations as well.
You mentioned sort of the title of the thing, about maintenance or whatever. Are there specific, how would you describe those specific positions and opportunities? What would be expected of me?
Well, park maintenance staff members, they're our heroes that kind of make our parks look beautiful. At Tanglewood Park, we have golf maintenance positions as well as just park maintenance.
That's right.
At the aquatic center, so they could be, scooping leaves out of the pool, and they could clean in skimmer baskets, so they can be weed eating bunkers or raking bunkers.
Great
at the golf
outdoor
course.
activity, though.
Right.
No, it is. People like to be outdoors when they're working and not be, stuck in an office sometimes. What kind of experience level does someone need before he or she even applies for what you have?
A lot of our positions do require that they have a driver's license and a high school degree, because they may be operating a county vehicle to get throughout the park.
Oh, I got you.
Just some previous experience with hand tools and customer service experience is kind of not required, but it's definitely a bonus when we're doing interviews.
Are the positions you're talking about, it's just going to be strictly Monday through Friday? Is it going to be 9 to 5? Is it weekend? You're smiling at me like you're getting ready to tell me something that I think I know what you're going to say.
Right. Yeah. Well, in Parks and Recreation, we work when others play. So it is expectations of our staff to kind of work on weekends, holidays, evenings, because that's when our parks are the busiest. So not all of our shifts are all the time like that, but we are expected to do that.
Sort of be dedicated to this, don't you? I know you are. You love it. Now, are applications for these kind of jobs submitted online, or do they come in person, or meet you somewhere, or call? How does that work?
So there's various ways to apply. Online's probably the best option. Forsyth.cc/human resources. I think there's a career opportunities section there. If they're uncomfortable with that, they can call us and we can walk them through, or they can come in person and we can help them do that as well.
And your office, tell people again, your office is located where?
So the main office is located in downtown at 201 North Chestnut Street, but they can also come out to the park. If they're coming out to Tanglewood Park, go to any of the offices there, and they'll be helping find them that way.
Now, something I know about you, we talked before, that's sort of a personal thing that applies to this too, which is that in your own career, you sort of moved up the ladder and started out in these kind of, summer or seasonal jobs, and then ended up, where you are today, a great success story. So let's flip that around. The jobs you have available, not just the ones we're talking about now, but all year round with Parks and Recreation. These folks end up working full time and getting good jobs either with you or similar things?
Yes, sir. And we see a lot of our seasonal staff really fall in love with either the park that they've worked at or just the people they've worked with over these summer seasonal jobs, and then have ended up graduating from college and then looking for job opportunities and us having some openings. So we do have several employees that started out working as a seasonal position for us.
All right. Now there's a human resources number too, the 703-2500, that main number. I guess people can call that too.
And that's the Parks and Rec number,
Okay.
But they can call us or our Human Resources Department. The Parks and Rec Department would definitely be able to help a little bit more detailed on the job position specifically, and then Human Resources will be able to assist with the job application.
All right. Alex, I appreciate what you're doing and having these job opportunities and making a difference in the county. Thanks for everything.
Hey, thank you, sir. Appreciate you having me.
As we wrap up, since we were speaking about numbers and websites and things like that, you've been noticing behind me the whole time, Forsyth County Connections. Under that, connectwith.forsythcountync.gov. You can always go to that for more information about the show. All these episodes are on YouTube now. Lots of ways to see it. Of course, I want to thank once again the staff, the great team here at Cable 2, Winston-Salem, Forsyth County Studios, Chris Runge and TJ and Kevin and everybody. We also had Jeff and Tracy helping us out today. Dudley Watts, our executive producer. So a lot of great people to thank, and especially to thank you folks at home for watching Forsyth County Connections. So we'll see you on the next episode.